And welcome back to Cinema Vino. We hope you guys have enjoyed our Best Picture series. We've got some good stuff coming up next week. We're going to look at the underrated space drama of First Man, starring Ryan Gosling as Neil Armstrong, and very good depiction of his landing on the moon with Apollo 11. And then the week after that, we're going to look at a very timely movie called Wag the Dog, a political satire that came out in the late 90s. So those should both be really good episodes. In the meantime, for anybody who could use a good laugh, we're going to take a look back at our episode from 2022 of the classic comedy Superbad. So enjoy that, and we will see you guys next week for brand new episodes. And welcome back.
Hey, we're back
to Cinema Vino. This is going to be part of our continuing series on date movies for Valentine's Day. We're pairing up classic. I would say Superbad is an unconventional date movie. Definitely good if you want to laugh with your date.
I would say so. In the terms of rom-com spectrum, it is heavy com, little rom.
Yeah, I actually literally wrote that in my notes here.
Look at that.
Yeah, see?
Same page.
Great minds. Two great tastes. Taste great.
Literally same page. I just read it off the page. Just stealing your job.
Just upside down.
Yeah. So teachers can do that.
Yeah.
They just have to read stuff upside down all the time.
That's a rare talent.
I know. I can't do it.
We're going to look at Superbad.
Waiters at Zio's have to write their name upside down.
Yeah.
That's part of the training, is they have to learn how to write their name upside down with crayons.
Which is amazing.
I know.
Yeah. That probably takes half the training right there just to be able to do that.
It's like public school teachers and Zio's.
Yeah.
Right there.
Working together.
Yeah. Two great tastes.
They're just bringing our youth along.
Our state's trying to defund both.
Yep. Yeah, damn, that's rough when they're defunding Zio's. That's a excellent.
Hashtag save Zio's.
Y'all that aren't in Tulsa are missing out with Zio's. It's like a great.
No, Zio's is national.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. I had Zio's growing up in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that you can go in there and it's a fine Italian restaurant where they will put paper over your table.
Yes, and give you crayons on which you can play hangman on the paper.
Yes, or doodle.
Or, any other game that you can play on paper.
I've done a great Last Supper across my table.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
They should have framed the best drawings on Zio's paper.
Yeah. I don't think half the apostles came out looking like what I wanted, just because they're all kind of magenta colored, but
there's a little bit of pasta on all of them.
Yeah. It's like they're kind of cyan colored, but it's not my fault.
They'll also do a great tomato bisque in a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they do.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. And it's bottomless. So you just keep getting more.
Definitely a bottom to it.
It's like you run out and they just bring you more.
Just keep ladling in soup.
Yeah. It's like maybe that's why they're defunding them. It's like all this unlimited food.
We just can't keep up with all this tomato bisque.
So we're going to look at Superbad. And we're going to also drink a little bubbly. We're going to drink a cava. And actually, we've already finished the cava, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. Cava is, next to champagne, the biggest bubbly in Europe. So big bubbly producing region in Spain. We are drinking the Navarran Cava, 2018 vintage. Even more unusual to see a specific vintage on bubbly.
Do you think champagne gets the name recognition, but Cava gets the heavy lift of sparkling wines?
It does. And if you go, we've been to Spain in that area where they produce cava, and you look at Freixenet, it's enormous. Their property is huge. Freixenet is like the black bottles of bubbly, the black frosted bubbly bottles with the black labels and all that.
Yeah.
Huge. And they own, they're kind of like Heineken. They own so many wineries around the world. There's a big conglomerate. But, you look at these places in Spain that make this cava, they're huge. They're big, giant, Kendall Jackson type properties. They're big, massive California-sized estates. And so,
which is impressive given the size of Europe.
Yes. Yeah.
Because this cava that we're drinking is from Spain.
Yes.
Are all cavas Spanish?
Yes.
Okay.
And so this one is actually a grower cava. So in a grower,
I'm a shower.
exactly. Bubblies fall into two categories, and whichever one you feel more comfortable with is what you want to go with. So it just depends. I mean, growers tend to give you more in the long run.
Yeah, they do.
Growers basically implies a small boutique, more traditional mom and pop operation. Lots of grower champagnes. We've got a grower champagne that we're going to do next time. That they're more of a small boutique operation, as opposed to, like, for example, this one over here that we're doing, how's it? It's a Lanois, Paul Lanois. Bubbly.
You know it's French because there's very few consonants that you say.
And it is a small operation. I forget how much they make, but it's over there with like Dom and Clicquot and, Tattinger and all these big giant companies, Moet Chandon. But that's kind of how the Navarin is. It's over there with these big giant cava producers. That it's kind of a small mom and pop operation tucked in there. And so it's just outside of Barcelona. Basically,
is it a grower or a shower?
This is a grower.
Okay.
I don't think you want a shower in a bubbly. To me, it's like the showers are overrated.
You don't. Yeah. You really don't.
I mean, in life, again, you do you.
You want something that's really going to do well over a long time.
You want something that knows how to please you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is it's going to be unusual grapes in here, probably stuff that you may not have ever heard of. It's like, this is 50% Cerello, 30% Macasibo, 20% Parellada grapes. So different stuff.
I've always said those are very different grapes. Those grapes that you said, those are ones that are different.
Off the beaten path.
Yeah.
It was like when we were touring a cava place over there, Raventos, the guy would listen off all the stuff, and there's like, I don't know anything you just said. And at that time, it's like, I'm the manager of the wine store. I don't know anything you just said.
It's the indie, the hidden underground of grapes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you have to know what you're looking for.
You got to know a guy.
Yeah.
To get these grapes.
Exactly. And I knew a guy, still didn't know what I was getting into.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
Drink this with grill foods, summertime foods.
This would be good with charcuterie, I think.
Yeah.
Like a light cheese.
Yes. This is a good Super Bowl bubbly, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
If you're doing something before the game, if you want to have some snacks, like you could do that with charcuterie.
I think this episode is coming out after the Super Bowl, so that timing of that's not perfect. But you know what? There's other football games.
There's other sports coming up.
Yeah. There's sports.
Whatever big game you have.
March Madness champagne.
Yes, this would be perfect for that. You could do like a big spread of food. This is ideal with that, especially if it's like chicken, barbecue type stuff, whatever.
Like a salted meat.
Yeah. Yeah. It would pair really well with that.
Yeah.
But you could even do it with sweet stuff like dessert.
Yeah, I think this would go really well with like a fruit tart.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a carrot cake, something that's a little bit more light. And I've been watching a lot of Bake Off. Yeah. So it's front of mind right now.
Yeah. I think that also this is a good standalone thing where it's like, if you're just hanging out before the party gets started, this is a good opening drink.
Pre-game bubbly.
Yes.
Wow. I like your style. Okay.
Yeah. Get you a flute of this and just kind of hang out and talk.
Yeah.
And this is perfect. It's an icebreaker. So Superbad, August 17th, 2007. Almost 15 years ago now.
Almost, yeah.
That is crazy. It's like somebody had the stat that we're as far away now from 1970 as 1970 is from 1918. So
don't like that.
Yeah, that's insane.
So I know we play up the age bit on the podcast, but I will say that this movie is 7 days, 1 week away from when I was old enough to see this movie in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had to wait a week to see this in theaters.
Did you find that people enforce the rated R thing a lot?
So I worked at Cinemark.
Oh.
Yeah. So they definitely enforced it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of places, like, I mean, my theater was in Sand Springs, not too far from Tulsa, and they did not enforce.
I'm sure there were theaters I could have gone to get in. But I remember specifically, it was Borat. When Borat came out, that was the one that they were like, oh, you can't let your kids see this movie. This was going to destroy families. And we tried getting into it, and my friend's dad dropped us off, and we all tried getting into it. I think we were 15, right?
Yeah.
And one of us had like a learner's permit, and he was like, I bet if I just flash my learner's permit, they won't even look at it, because if you have a driver's license, it's like there's barely an age where you have a driver's license. You're not old enough to see an R-rated movie, right?
Yeah.
So he flashed to him. The guy looked at it. He's like, "You're 15." We're just like, shit. So his dad had to buy a ticket, get us in, and then he left because he didn't want to see the movie. And so we felt real sneaky with that.
I remember I was 14 and went to go see Pulp Fiction solo. Guy let me in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about that. Yeah. Oh, I was very obviously 14. I was babyface, so I was obviously a little kid.
And that would have been what year? Like 99?
This is 94.
94. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was before. So obviously the big parental advisory thing happened around like 96, because it was the second term of Clinton's election, where Hillary Clinton and Tipper Gore really went headfirst into the parental advisory thing, because saving families, because people were going, not to get too political in here, but that was 100% a political ploy to just get like, we're family oriented, we're trying to save you from this devil rap music from black people.
I love the accent you're doing there, by the way.
Who do you think that was?
That was a little bit Scarlett O'Hara and a little bit I don't know what.
I don't know either.
A little bit question mark.
I think that was Jackie Onassis in there.
But it's like, we're going to stick these labels on here, and we hope y'all are just fine. It's a little bit Blanche Devereaux.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Why don't you go out on the line? We'll have some iced tea, but not the rapper.
You can't be listening to that in WA. We can't sell that at Walmart.
It's like straight out of Compton. No, you better be straight out of Miami if you're around here.
Around here, it's straight out of Miami.
Exactly.
If you think it's a coincidence that Walmart was the big company that was doing the child-friendly music, and they are based in Bentonville, Arkansas, which is the same state that Bill Clinton is from, not a coincidence.
Yep.
Look it up, people.
It's all coming together.
It's all come together.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Read the room.
Yeah. Exactly.
Writing is on the walls. Superbad.
Yeah. Stop letting these damn kids these rated R movies. Look how they turn out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah. So this was written by Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, based on their own lives.
And they wrote this screenplay when they were pretty young, right? Yeah. This was something that they waited until they had the clout to make, but they wrote it when they were about this age.
Yeah. And the main characters are named Seth and Evan.
Yep.
And apparently Seth Rogen wanted to play the character of Seth, but he had aged out by the time
he was a little...
And he looks older, too. He's an older looking person.
And he's in the movie.
Yeah.
As a cop who's an adult.
A smidge irresponsible, yeah.
A smidge.
Yeah. Just abuses his power a little bit.
Paired up with Tulsa native Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, Cassia Hall graduate.
That's right.
Yeah. So produced by Judd Apatow.
Great producer.
Featuring a lot of his regular actors, including Seth Rogen and Bill Hader and Jonah Hill.
Yep.
This became
Sarah.
Yeah. Yeah. This became a surprise hit in 2007, grossed $170 million against a $20 million budget.
Wait, say those numbers again?
It grossed $170 million.
Okay. So it netted $50 million.
Against a $20 million budget.
Oh, 20. I thought you said 100.
No.
Wow.
This was a skimpy.
Also, I was about to say, how does that movie cost $120 million?
But
yeah, $20 million for the acting talent alone, I think was tremendous.
Yeah. So a brief recap for anybody who has not seen it, and there will be some spoilers later, but this basically follows the Dazed and Confused template of, I don't know if you've seen Dazed and Confused.
Absolutely, yeah.
Shows basically a night in the life of a group of teenagers and their last experience as high school students.
Yeah, and similar to Dazed and Confused, which follows junior high students phasing into high school.
Mm-hmm. And Dazed and Confused follows two sets. You see the kids that are about to be freshmen, and you see the kids that are about to be seniors.
Yeah. So it's a coming of age tale, kind of showing the physical transition, not physical, but the literal, like, boom, bell rings, you're now coming up into the next tier. You're tearing up.
Yes.
And so this is them, we're about to graduate. We're about to go off college. We gotta go to parties. We got to get sex.
Yes. And it's like, it's basically like I read Roger Ebert's review, and he said basically it's like in their mindset, if we don't have sex tonight, that means we never had sex as high school students. If we can't seal this deal tonight. And so basically it's like they're horny kids on a deadline.
It's our best last chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
To get laid.
Yep.
Jonah Hill, Michael Cera play very unpopular kids. They're best friends. Christopher Mintz-Plasse plays Fogel / McLovin, who damn near seals the movie.
Honestly, he had the most iconic part out of this entire movie.
Yes.
I mean, he was on T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still think you could walk into an Old Navy today and find a shirt that has McLovin's like fake ID on it.
Yeah. And that definitely became a meme of the Hawaii driver's license that just 100%. Said McLovin.
Just one name?
Yeah.
McLovin? It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. And so basically the plot, not a whole lot of plot. It's these three boys trying to figure out how to get booze to the women they love at this high school party. And then the shenanigans that result from that. Later on in 2019, a lot of the same people, a lot of filmmakers will try this exact same formula with a female perspective called Booksmart, which was actually a very good movie.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I saw that. That was really good.
Starring Jonah Hill's sister.
Really?
Beanie Feldstein. She plays one of the nerdy kids. So
Beanie Feldstein.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's Jonah.
That's a name.
That's his little sister. And so she's definitely a full circle kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely an iconic high school comedy. It definitely became that way very quickly. Heavily quoted. Everybody knows.
Oh my God. I think to be fair, 2007 was sort of like the pubescent age of memes. We were just kind of all coming to terms with everybody. Before memes, there were catchphrases, mm-hmm. right? Yeah. And it was everybody just sort of saying the same catchphrases over and over again. Like I said, Borat, that came out a couple of years prior.
Very nice.
Then my life. Everyone just said the same quotes over and over again. And that lasted us for years. Mm-hmm. I mean, we got by on just stupid movie quotes getting repeated over and over for years.
Yes.
Until memes came out and our attention span for jokes kind of got real short.
Yeah, it got very disposable.
But this movie was one that was right in the center of those jokes.
Yes.
I mean, what were some of the like iconic quotes? I mean, there was, am I going to eat food like alone, like fucking Steven Glansberg over there?
That joke still pops up.
It's a running joke on one of the fantasy football podcasts I listen to.
We've got a good buddy that often, when he feels left out, will reference Steven Glansberg eating dessert by himself.
Yeah, they like to refer to the fantasy player that's really good that nobody's talking about as the Steven Glansberg.
Nobody wants to be Steven Glansberg. The guy doesn't even have any lines. It's terrible.
just throwaway joke.
Yeah.
Right. McLovin, like we said, was just like an icon.
Yeah.
Of just this nerdy guy. And I think this was part of the ascendancy of the nerd culture.
Yeah.
This was part of it was capturing that lightning in a bottle of people being aware of nerds and nerds no longer being
they're so cute and lovable.
They're cute and lovable. That's right. We're fun. We have glasses and we have allergies and we have an inhaler.
Yeah.
It no longer are we getting wedgies and getting shoved into lockers. We're being revered.
We're bringing in booze to parties and detergent.
Yeah, and
canisters.
Making out with Emma Stone.
Well, yeah, that's top of the mountain right there. The nerds have gone all the way when they're making out with Emma Stone. Emma Stone
is at the top of my list.
Yeah.
I think she is phenomenal as both a person and an actress. Yeah, I think we're the same age. I don't think she's a cougar.
Well, I wouldn't even go for the cougar sound. I was just trying to make it.
You're just like a Sex Panther.
Like a jungle cat.
Yeah.
It's like the Paul Rudd Anchorman thing where it's like when...
Yet another movie that was quoted ad infinitum.
Yes.
Yeah.
As it should have been.
Ow.
And Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
Once again.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it then. I haven't seen it in a long time. I watched it with my wife, and she was rolling on the ground laughing. She hadn't seen it in a long time either. And
I think I laughed at different things now than I did when I first saw it.
The dick, like the Journal of Dicks. Those were so well drawn.
The Tiananmen Square dick, where it's like it just pans over and it's tanks, and then a dick standing in front of them. Like, that joke didn't land when I was 17.
No.
But now it's fucking tremendous.
Well, and it's like the one that falls on the ground that the girl picks up and looks at. It's like, that is an incredible dick. That's so much detail.
So good.
I say that as an amateur artist. It's like that's something somebody sat and worked on, like the pubes and the little bumps.
Well, and I really think the combination of Jonah Hill and Michael Cera works so well.
Good combo, yeah.
Because Jonah Hill will just keep going forever. Like, he will riff and riff and riff. And we've seen him do this in a number of movies since then. Mm-hmm. But Michael Cera just has such a knack for keeping a straight face and just nodding and just like yes-anding and just like, he won't break. I mean, Arrested Development, I think, broke him emotionally, where I don't think he's physically capable of laughing.
No.
Because if he were, at no point would he be able to make it through these shoots, because they just are, it's so absurdly funny.
Yeah.
So I think he was perfectly matched with Jonah Hill, where Jonah Hill will just say the most ridiculous things and he just kind of like, yeah, fuck that, man.
And just keeps a straight face.
Oh, it's tremendous.
Yeah. If he could make it through Arrested Development, that's like a trial by fire.
Yeah.
For getting through something with a straight face.
Because that was kind of, I don't remember the exact timeline for when everything sort of came out, but Michael Cera made it in Arrested Development, and then this was sort of his big break, right?
Yeah.
It was like this, and then he had like Scott Pilgrim. Mm-hmm. And then he had, I don't know, what else has he done? I mean, he's done a ton of stuff since then. But
I think about this as the end with...
I think of that too, where
he's like a coked out monster.
Another great Jonah Hill vehicle.
And I love how they play the opposite of his personality, like where he's just getting a blowjob in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, doing coke.
Yep. Just
a coke fiend.
Oh.
So it's great.
Yeah. No, and is that another Judd Apatow?
I know that's Seth Rogen and I think it's Evan Goldberg. I think it's these same people.
Okay.
I don't know if Judd Apatow's involved.
Because it's a lot of the same cast, a lot of the same people. Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, this movie's so good.
Yeah.
And it's like, it really is like a slice in time of pre-iPhone, it was like right there on the cusp.
Oh, right on the border. And my wife Jo and I talked about that when we finished it the other night. It was like, this really is kind of that, it's almost like the last 90s movie in a way, because you don't see like Facebook or smartphones or tweets or live streaming, kids walking around filming stuff.
That's the thing, is like, you look back at like Seinfeld and you think, Seinfeld wouldn't exist if there were smartphones.
No.
Like, so many of the episode plots are just completely circumvented by smartphones existing. Like,
communication. Yeah.
Someone standing in line, like, for waiting for a movie for tickets.
Yeah.
Like, so much of this shit just wouldn't happen if there were cell phones. Like,
or it's like they're waiting to get into a busy Chinese restaurant. It's like, now you could check beforehand.
Yeah, you can just check in.
Pull it up on an app and see if it's busy.
Yeah. Like, the scene where they're waiting for McLovin outside a liquor store, and McLovin he gets basically, knocked over in a robbery, and the cops come.
Yeah.
Like, if they had just, had some sort of communication with McLovin, they could have gotten like a text.
Yeah.
Could have gotten some sort of just like, hey, by the way, like, I'm still heading to the party with the booze.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. It would have completely circumvented this entire movie. Yeah. And we wouldn't have this Odyssey-like story of these two guys going on this, long adventure that ends up with them actually rehashing, like, the drama of why are we friends? What is happening? We're coming of age, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, the whole thing, like you say, it would have been solved with modern technology.
Communication.
Yeah. But I do love it that it's like, they're separated and they can't get a hold of each other. It's like they don't know how to get in touch. That's a very 90s thing to deal with.
Yeah, it's such a 90s problem. It's a problem that we've solved for better or for worse.
Or hell, the movie ends in a shopping mall, a busy shopping mall. It's like, how dated is that now?
Yeah.
You know?
There's no such thing as a busy shopping mall anymore.
Yeah. You know, where basically these kids are solving all the problems at the end of the movie at the mall, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's such a throwback now. So this definitely has, I mean, I know it was written by them probably in the early 2000s and it's set 2007, but it feels like 1999 or something. You know, it feels like it could have taken place 10 years earlier.
Yeah.
And they could have said this is not, I think there's one reference to MySpace or something mixed in there. But they could have said at the beginning, like, this is 1999. And I'm sure.
I totally believe it. Yeah.
You don't see any computers or, you know, AOL Messenger, any of that stuff mixed in here. So,
yeah.
You know, they did a good job of making it feel like a blast from the past. I mean, I feel like other than the music of Dazed and Confused and the garb, you know, the kids in that movie, I mean, it's like the issues they deal with were very similar to what I felt like growing up in a small town in the 90s.
Puberty doesn't change.
No.
You know, like adolescence and like the coming of age doesn't change.
No.
The accoutrement around it might change, and we might have cell phones, and we might, you know, kids nowadays have like Snapchat and they have TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, how can I sound any older? But like,
and the BTS.
Oh, they got that K-pop music that they're listening to, and you got the pudding and
get out of here, kids.
Yeah, you know, I can't like stand on my porch and shake my fist any louder.
No,
but it doesn't change. The problems of being a high school student don't change. You're horny. You're confused.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is. You don't know how to talk to the opposite sex. You're
so awkward,
so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
you don't know how to talk to anybody. Like, you don't know how to address problems because you've been living in your parents' house for the last 18 years.
Yeah.
And that's all you've ever known. And you've never known independence. And it's confusing, and everybody's sexy. And I don't know how to handle it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And movies like this, movies like Dazed and Confused, just capture that essence so well, which makes me really curious how these writers, did they write it when they were this age, or did they just remember it really well?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like if you were to tell me to write like a high school movie nowadays, I don't think I could do that. I couldn't get in that mindset.
Like
again.
set right now.
Yeah.
No, because it's like I grew up, you know, late 90s, like before all this stuff came about, like it felt like this movie where it's like there weren't cell phones, there weren't social media. And it's like, I couldn't write it for now. I could write it for then, but I couldn't write it. I have no comprehension of like what it would be like to deal with being in high school and having TikTok, you know?
Yeah.
Or having, I mean, like you say, like all this modern crap that's out there.
Can you imagine if you could like FaceTime a girl like that you were talking to?
Yeah.
When you were in high school?
Well, I mean, imagine it this way. It's like late 90s. You call a girl's house. You call her house.
You had to talk to her dad and say like, hi, Mr. Johnson.
Hi, is Katie there?
Can I talk to Amanda?
Oh, you're not there? Okay. It's like, and that's what I sounded like.
Thanks.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm going to go practice with my band, the Lutheran Jedi.
Have you heard our new hit single, Slurp and Frog?
Get the Jawas out of here.
No, holler at the Jawas.
Hollering at the Jawas.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't imagine but God, how lucky is that? You call a girl like in high school now, it's like you call her.
You can FaceTime. You can see her face.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, it's a completely different world now. And I'm sure there are plenty of challenges. Mm-hmm. Puberty is still super awkward as hell. Mm-hmm. Like, you still can't talk to girls.
It'll never not be awkward.
It'll never not be awkward. It's just the dressing around it is going to change.
Yeah.
You know, but coming of age stories like this are timeless.
Yes.
You know, and
when they're done right, like this.
Yeah. And like I said, this feels like a movie, like it's like an Odyssey, you know, two guys trying to like overcome whatever problems that they've put themselves into, honestly. Yeah. And then they have to get out of it and address wacky adventures.
Yeah. And it's great. And it's a great date movie. You know, if you're looking to just laugh with your date, which is underrated.
Yeah.
You know, you might have to be comfortable enough with your date to know, you know, whether or not he or she would find something like this funny. We
are in fairly committed relationships, you and I.
Yes.
Not to each other.
No,
but
not yet.
Yeah, working on it. But yeah, I mean, I think this would be a great icebreaker for like a, you know, fairly new relationship.
Yeah.
It's something that even if you've seen it, it's still funny.
Mhm.
Like this movie is super rewatchable.
Yeah. You can laugh together.
Yeah.
You know,
It's tremendous.
maybe find new jokes.
Yeah.
You know, and develop your own favorite parts of the movie together.
And if you haven't watched this in a long time, if this is one that you haven't seen in 15 years, revisit it.
It's been at least 10.
It's so good. If you haven't watched it in the last 15 years, you need to.
Yeah. So, but this has been another episode of Cinema Vino. And next we're going to do a very different date movie.
Very different. In the mix of rom and com, it is the opposite blend.
It's rom.
No com.
And drom.
All drom.
Yeah. It's rom-drom.
It's a rom-drom.
Yeah.
Drom-rom.
And a little bit humdrum.
Homicide?
Well,
Oh.
humdrum. Anyway, Sean Jordan.
Todd Wofford.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I know I've told the story about the time I did the Pledge of Allegiance in 5th grade, and I accidentally said the name of the other guy as my name. It sucked. It was like that. It was like our situation there where it's like, I mean, I waited all year to do the damn Pledge of Allegiance, and it was like, I'm Sean Jordan. Just Ricky Bobbied that. I just totally butchered that. It was like, I don't know what to do with my hand. So
I'm Ricky Bobby. I told you you'll just read whatever's on the teleprompter.
It was rough.
I'm Ron
Burgundy. But not with a bang, but with a whimper. Next time, City of Angels. So
check out my band, the Lutheran Jedi.
Yeah. And Hollering at the Jawas.
Yep.
So we will see you guys next time.
Later.
Be sure to listen, rate, and subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Our website is at cinemavino.net, and reviews of these movies can be found at toddwoffordmovies.com.